Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, feel free to contact me, 339-1670. Call my office, 238-6716. Set up an appointment and we can meet. For those of you who lent your friend and your family your hard-earned cash and you can't get it back, feel free to contact me. As long as you have an agreement with them, feel free to contact me and I will be glad to handle that matter for you. I want to say a special good night to viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, up the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you that are on our Facebook page, like and share as we go live. Encourage your friends and family to like our page also. Those of you on YouTube, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell and you will know when we go live. I want to say a special good night to you viewers. Now, I am in Synergy platform, nevertheless, my studio is there. I am looking for director, researcher, editor, camera guys. Feel free to send me an email, SaieedRealTalk@gmail.com. Send your resume, we'll have a look, and we will get in contact with you. Now, viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but before we go for this break, I am giving you this time and the opportunity to tell your friends, tell your family, Real Talk is going live. Send your messages however you see it fit. Tell them Saieed Ali is going live on Real Talk on Synergy TV, and I will be with you right after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back, viewers. Now, as we start off tonight's program, we're talking about fuel in Trinidad and Tobago. Is there going to be a shortage of fuel at the pump? Listen this. Paria Fuel Trading Company stated that from today, Tuesday, they will stop providing Unipet with fuel. Real Talk understand that Paria assured the public that their decision will not affect the fuel available to motorists. Paria said in its decision to cut Unipet fuel supply was a result of not receiving payments from them in accordance with the agreed payment schedule. However, Paria is willing to continue discussion with Unipet to achieve a solution in the best interest to supply the local market. Now, viewers, according to words from Paria, is that Unipet did not pay according to the agreement that they had. Now, keep in mind, there are Unipet stations throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and there are NP stations throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Now, listen to this. National Petroleum has said that the fuel supply is safe, despite Paria announcement that the fuel, it would stop supplying fuel to Unipet. So my question is to Unipet now, how will it be safe to NP? How will it be safe when Paria Fueling have decided to stop sending fuel to Unipet? There's 118 Unipet stations throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And if Paria decides to stop sending fuel to the 118 Unipet stations throughout Trinidad and Tobago, will it affect the motorists in Trinidad and Tobago? I am asking you all this question. Feel free to call in 235-5325. Let me hear what you have to say. Is there going to be a shortage of fuel at the pumps, or are we going to cause chaos in Trinidad and Tobago? Because if you're putting your fuel in San Fernando at Unipet and there are no fuel there, and you have to go to the NP now in San Fernando, what would happen? What do you think would happen? Now, Paria Fueling is willing to have a discussion with Unipet to see how best they can resolve this matter so the motorists in Trinidad and Tobago will not be held, I should say, hostage, because that is what is going to happen. Caller, good night.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, you're live on Real Talk. Go right ahead.
Good night.
Good night, sir. Please mute your television. Are you there? I guess we lost that. So viewers, I want to hear from you. With fuel not going to Unipet gas station throughout Trinidad and Tobago, will there be chaos? Would Unipet and Paria Fueling come to a decision of non-payment of bills? And how fast can the Unipet group of companies pay Paria Fueling so that they can get back on track and do not hold Trinidad and Tobago a hostage? Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead, my dear.
Good night.
Hello?
I to talk to him.
Go right ahead, caller. Make your comment.
It's a lady talking.
Next call, I guess. National Petroleum has said that the fuel supply is safe despite Paria announcement that it would stop supplying fuel to Unipet. That is the question the public domain have to dwell on. Are we going to have a crisis in Trinidad with fuel? Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead.
Okay, I had a problem with the license office in Caridi tonight. Good night. I had a problem with the license office in Caridi today. My father went to transfer my vehicle on my name. He's 87 years. And we had to wait there from 9 o'clock till 12. So, and there was only one cashier. So could you pay some attention to that, or even announce it in the air that they need more cashiers in this situation? And they need to get a red folder with 80 years and over for the older folks. That is so unfair. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. At least the public will know what is taking place. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
I really love this show. This one. So good night. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Now, viewers, feel free to call in and drop your comment. 235-5325. Let me hear what you have to say concerning the fuel sector in Trinidad and Tobago, because the taxi drivers are going to be affected, the maxi drivers are going to be affected, the transportation of goods to and from warehouse are going to be affected. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead. Caller, please,
Yeah, definitely the public will be affected with that.
Next call.
Yeah.
Viewers, when you are calling in, please mute your television. We are getting our feedback, and I will cut your call once I get our feedback. So please mute your television, and I will put you through. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, sir.
Nice thing, boy. I want to tell you, the callers, please, oh God, all of mute, all the TV now, boy, all the radio, whatever. all of just wasting time behind this thing, man. And if gentlemen can understand what all is saying, I listen to the young girl, just don't mean what she say. Honestly. Anyway, this fuel business concerning us in this country, boy. You know, we start from the beginning. From the beginning when this government start to do things and you say you raise, how much? 3 times he raised and they are rioting.
Yes.
You think anything can happen if they get shortage of this thing? Trinidadians like that. Trinidadians like that, and that's why they're acting like that today. Now, we get 3 times the raised gas and nobody eating, right? What you read this evening there, you think that you feel people concerned about that? When it come, and if it come, it come. Like the way people live in this country, nobody is taking steps. Nobody is doing nothing. They're just doing what this government just doing what they want in this country, and everybody saying stand still. You know? Yes. And as Kamala come in, when Kamala was there, man, they want to put their foot inside the woman's mouth. Why are you doing these things? Oh, this government is government, stand up for the right. Stand up for, look at Saieed this evening. Anybody do anything again? Nobody, only Saieed alone that we know what's going on. And so much on media and radio and this and that. Only Saieed alone that is letting us know what it is really going on with this fuel thing. And this fuel thing will be it will hamper this country, you know.
Yes.
Everything is gas, you know. Everything is gas because everything transport, children transport, provision, groceries, everything is, and public transport too. It will be a problem. But people ain't taking it, so it's when they get the blow. When a hammer hits you in your finger, then you know what pain it is, you know. And that's what we're facing in this country. Say thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you, my friend. I want to hear from you. What area you're calling from? Now, let me tell you something. This fuel thing is a very serious thing, you know. What if Unipet, remember not too long ago, in the weeks gone by, Unipet had to shut down their service station throughout Trinidad and Tobago to save. Remember that? I heard that on Real Talk, where they had to shut down their service station in order to save. So let's just say now, Unipet does not have the funding. They do not have the funding to pay Paria fueling. What is going to happen in Trinidad and Tobago? This will become an issue. This will become a disaster in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. I just only look for the issues to bring to you, you know. It's only the issues I just look to bring to you, you know. Something that would cause a problem, you know. Something that need highlighted. This is what I bring to you on a daily basis. You know why I don't talk much about crime? How do we fix crime? Is any individual, any ministers coming up with solution to fix crime in Trinidad and Tobago? Do you hear anything about how they want to do this and want to do that? Do you hear a plan? Do you hear a schedule of how individual or how ministers intend to fix crime in Trinidad and Tobago? The only person you would hear talking about fixing crime in Trinidad and Tobago is Real Talk with Saieed Ali. You know why? You know why? Because I will bring a solution to our problem right here on Real Talk. Listen to this, A 28-year-old Mayaro man is in police custody after he tried to run away from police on Monday night. Real Talk understand that the Mayaro CID were on patrol in Stonebright Village in Mayaro at around 7 p.m. when they spotted the man along the beachfront. The man tried to run away from the officers, but the officers caught him and found a revolver. Investigations are ongoing. Let me tell you something. Since we got the bill passed for no bail for firearm, for no bail for repeat offenders of firearm, let me tell you something. Guns have been coming out. TTPS have been making raids throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Individuals are being caught with guns. And I could say thanks to TTPS. I can even say thanks to myself. You know why? Because I pushed for something to fix Trinidad and Tobago. To fix Trinidad and Tobago. Who do we hear in authority talking about how we go down and fix crime? Who? I am asking you the public a question. Who in Trinidad and Tobago do we hear talking about fixing crime? Feel free to drop your comments. 235-5325, call in studio. Let me hear what you have to say, because I want to hear from you. As we move along tonight, I am looking for the first person, Sherwin Neptune. My friend, I am looking for you. This is the individual on screen I am looking for. And I will not stop looking for him until I found him. I am also looking for Rakesh Moti of Mount Pleasant Road, Konopia. That now, the reason why I'm looking for this individual, he rented a building. He owed the people 2 months rent and December start, so that is 3 months rent. Do get in touch with me, Mr. Moti. Because you made an agreement with my caretaker of the building, and you're failing to honor your words. So I am looking for you now. Get in contact with me. Let us sort out the problem. And you have until Friday. I've given you until Friday. You lock up the apartment and you leave and you're gone. How many months now, or how many weeks you have been saying, I come on Thursday, I come on Thursday, I come on Thursday? How many weeks? So now I am looking for you. Any individual who is associated with Rakesh Moti, please let him know Saieed Ali from Real Talk is looking for him. So we are moving on tonight, viewers. The Port of Spain Licensing Office on Ryson Road will be closed from today until further notice. Real Talk understand that this is to facilitate ongoing maintenance work at the facility. The ministry is encouraging the public to monitor social media for updates on their reopening and apologize for any inconvenience caused. So viewers, please take note of this. Any business you have to do. You have other branches. You have Caroni. You could visit Caroni, the closest, or San Fernando, and conduct your business in an orderly manner. Now we're going on to election, local general election. We understand that the UNC 17 and the PNM 17, both 17 seats each in the 2019 local government election prior to Monday's election. The PNM held 8 seats to the UNC 6, but the UNC captured the marginal seat of Sandy Grande to create a tie. Now Sandy Grande is a stronghold of the PNM. And I want to say something. Now, in no way this falling in anybody's garden. Listen to this. As long as there is no growth or no development, or councillors or MP visiting your constituency, they will change from one party to the next. How do you keep remaining in power? I often tell ministers, I often tell MP and councillors, if you maintain your constituency, if you maintain your area, if you maintain your village, supplying to the people what they need, road, water, bandits out of the area, police patrolling the area, you will always remain in power. You will always remain in power. But when you don't visit the residents, and you don't take their complaint, and them are seeing police patrol, and the pothole getting bigger, and you can't find proper drainage, and you ain't seen the MP, every time you call the MP, oh God, I come in, visit him in his office. When you go to the office, you fill out a form and you drop it in a box, and they're going to heaven with that. Sandy Grande was a stronghold of the PNM. Now, the UNC won Sandy Grande in the local general election. Now, listen this, if the UNC, the people of Sandy Grande decided to vote UNC, which they did for local government election, when the general election happens next year, what do you think would happen? Common sense. What do you think would happen? Caller, good night.
Good night, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. Go right ahead.
I call you sometime concerning an issue at the Grande Court. I don't want to say much on it. I would like to speak to you, maybe a number, some critical information, critical. So I don't know how I could get a number to speak to you personal, critical.
Call me at 339-1670, or you can call 339-1670, or you can call my office, 238-6716.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Set up an appointment and we will meet. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, brother.
Go right ahead.
Good night, Ali. Ali, you hear me?
Yes.
I want to get it clear. I believe I'm talking on behalf of the Commissioner of Police. It's the people pay the government and for them, the commissioner there. It's the people. Don't forget to use that on certain radio talk show. And this talk show, the guy from the Muslim man, right? So it's the people put the commissioner of police here. It's not the government. It was the people's choice, and that's what make him a good commissioner. Because he's open and he's fair. He's very fair. It's just the officers in the matter follow him. He's a good gentleman. No paying him and put it there. Them put it there. It's the people what put the commissioner of police there. And that's why we have to work with the commissioner of police. Because he's working first. But you know, it's one or two bad apples.
Yeah.
Right? But I think anybody can follow up that, and if not contradict it, it's all right. It's the people for the commissioner of police there. That's my state, right? Right? Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, my friend. Now, let me tell you something. It's only so much the commissioner could do. It is only so much, like he rightfully said, it is the people. Now, listen this. You all saw the shooting that took place on Charlotte Street? Director, you could put up the video with the shooting in Charlotte Street. Now, look at that. The gunman did not care about any individual that was standing there. He didn't care who got shot or who got wounded. He didn't care who died or who did not die. He didn't care who had a brother, a sister, a uncle, a auntie to go home to. He just walked up and started firing his gun in the open. Look at that. Look at that. He just started shooting up the place like if it's the Wild Wild West. Now, some of you might think tonight is a crime program, but it's not a crime program. This is an incident that took place on Charlotte Street about 2 days ago that caused the officer, the sergeant, to lose his life. It also caused a woman to die. She was celebrating her birthday. Did that individual show like he cared? Now some of you would say, gunmen would say, why is Saieed pushing for that bill? Like Saieed don't want me to eat our food. It's not a matter of eat our food, you know. Get up and go and find our work and work like the normal citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. But when you on Charlotte Street now and you shooting your gun like you ain't care nothing, who you think will come after you? Eh? This is the reason why I have rocked back and thought, how do we fix crime in Trinidad and Tobago? How do we fix it? We need a gun law. Hence the reason why I pushed for the no bail bill for firearms. That is the reason why I push for it. So when we have criminals like that now, who decide to just bust out a gun and shoot up the place, well, we will deal with you. We will deal with you. So you're wondering why Saieed pushing for that? All we need is the shooter face, you know. That is all we need, you know. The shooter face, you know. And I will have my intelligence team hunting him down, you know. Well, if you look at that now, you feel he care anything? You feel he care anything? And all you want to tell me now, why we must push for laws when nobody is doing nothing? That is the reason why I push for laws. And I have a lot of legislations coming out just now. Hold on. I'm telling you, you know, one man will fix Trinidad, you know. I know just coming on TV and just blah, 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 blah for fame, you know. It's not about fame with me, you know. When they come after my son, it wasn't fame, you know. When my son saw two guys pointing a 9mm at him, it was not fame. It was a real thing. It was a real incident. It came knocking on my door. And I decided to fix it. So when I want to talk about Saieed just blah blahing and blah blahing and you see what took place on Charlotte Street? All we need is a photo of the individual and we hunting him down. I working together with TTPS. You know why? Saieed have a security team. I have an intelligence unit. All we need is intelligence and we're going after them. That's all we need, you know. I am not TTPS, you know. I would work alongside TTPS. My team would work alongside TTPS in fixing Trinidad and Tobago. That is what I intend to do. You know why? I am a Trinidadian. My son is Trinidadian. My wife is Trinidadian. My friends are Trinidadian. And if everybody is afraid to come out and do something or to fix something or to voice their concern, I am not. I will spend my money to voice my concern in helping fixing Trinidad and Tobago. My team will run it up and hold you, you know. Take note of that. My team will run you down and they will hold you. And they will pass you to TTPS. Because I am registered to do that. Yeah? Surprising to all you, I registered to do that. I ain't just bumping my gum here. It's not about bumping gum, it's about fixing Trinidad. So now we have a new situation arising in Trinidad now, where Unipet now didn't pay Paria fueling on time. Unipet had to shut down one day to save. So that is an issue we will be facing from tomorrow. Because they decided, Paria Fueling decided today to stop sending fuel. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen? The working population going to be affected. The trucks and them going to be affected. The buses going to be affected. The taxi drivers going to be affected. Though the fishermen them that buying gas to mix it for their boat engine, they're going to be affected. Yeah? Let me tell you something. When one thing happens that would cause an effect, it comes down the line, you know. It comes down the line. So if the bread truck ain't run tomorrow, know that they ain't get no diesel. Yeah? And those who have now, you know what they would want to do? They would want to save what they have, because joining a line by an NP gas station, you have no idea when you will reach the pump, and when you do reach the pump, if you will get fuel. Think about it in that way. About 114 to 118 Unipet gas station would have no fuel if Paria Fueling Company and Unipet group of companies do not come to an agreement by tomorrow. What would happen? Is that a crisis? That is an issue that we the people, it passed down to us. Oh, I wonder if I go have diesel from a van to come up in Synergy, boy. Eh? Look at that. So think about that. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. I am Saieed Ali. This is Real Talk. Remember, keep viewing the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. I will see you right after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. So some of the seats that the UNC won was the Sandy Grande, Siparia, Cuva Tabaki, Talparo, Rio Claro, Mayaro, Shogunas, Pinal Debe, and Princestown. Those are the seats that the UNC won. The PNM won Point 14, San Fernando, Arima, Port of Spain, Tunapona, Piaco, San Juan Lavantil, and Diego Martin. Well, the election, local government election is over, so we go back to our day-to-day base in Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, our roads still ain't get fixed. The drains in the same condition. The cost of living still high. Remember, think how you are voting. I cannot tell you who to vote, but general election is coming up next year. So let's see, what goodies does the basket have? I know I am getting my goodies. What are my goodies? Bills and legislation passed with my security and intelligence team to back it up. So that is a production by itself. Real Talk Security Limited and Intelligence Unit. I also have my debt collection agency running under Real Talk Security. So if your friend owes you money and you have any agreement, come check me out. I'll be glad to help you. I would be honored to, because a lot of people going around and borrowing money and scamming people, and hey, we don't know you. Really? But your signature there. You ain't know them. The money fall in your pocket, but you forget to sign a paper. Nevertheless, I will deal with you. The Election and Boundaries Commission, EBC, has announced general recount in 5 electoral districts. The EBC noted that they received official notification of request for recount in Marabella West, Kokie, Valencia West, Mayaro, Guayaguayari, Azona, Tunapuna, and 5 of the 30 police stations in La Romaine. Wow. Well, you know, community election time is a novel thing. Recount just to make sure. But nevertheless, I believe there was a tie, 7-7. So let's just see what will take place. We're going on the health. The number of local deaths from the influenza virus has risen. Last week, the Ministry of Health confirmed 24 influenza deaths, with suspected influenza case of 2,919. Ladies and gentlemen in Trinidad and Tobago, boys and girls, go to the nearest health center and get your vaccine. It will help save your life. Please do that. The flu vaccine is available at no cost at all health centers throughout Trinidad and Tobago. A total of 24,797 vaccines have been administered to the public thus far. Members of the public are encouraging the members of Trinidad and Tobago to get your vaccine. Please do that, viewers. Your household, go to the closest farmers health center or hospital, get your vaccine. This is concerning your health. You never know if you might be the next one. You know what? Next in the family making arrangement and thing. Now, viewers, listen this. Listen this. Now all I want to know why side pushing for bail. No bail for gang leaders and thing. Listen this. No bail for human trafficking. You want to know why? Listen this. 3 men and a female Venezuelan have appeared in court charged with human trafficking and gang-related offense. Yeah? The pictures on screen. They are 42-year-old Damian Schoon, 46-year-old Andrew George, Matthew Ross, and 32-year-old Belzane Ortega Fares. Real Talk understand that the 4 were also charged with possession of firearm, possession of ammunition, possession of cocaine, possession of marijuana. Ross, George, and Fares were additionally charged with supporting a gang leader, while Schoon was charged with being a gang leader. Now all you understand why Real Talk with Saieed Ali is pushing for no bail for gang leaders, no bail for firearm. Now all you understand why? They are Venezuelans. They were caught in Trinidad. And you all would wonder, why I talking about bills? The food price high and I'm talking about bills. We can't get medicine and I'm talking about bills. We can't get fuel just now and I'm talking about bills. We go in the health center, oh God, there's pressure. All you want to know why I'm talking about bills now? To fix Trinidad. Just how we're pushing for bills, just how we're pushing for other things. Yeah? Now you know why Real Talk is on the air? Now you know why I'm looking for another staff? Because the one I had before, you want to listen. You want to listen, so you're home now. But you can't stop Real Talk from being on the air. I just tell people that. Come good if you want to pull me off. Come good if you want to pull me down. Because I stand for what I believe in. And what I believe in is a safe Trinidad and Tobago. You know what I would like to see the EMA release for the month of December? The noise polluting department or noise pollution department, however you want to call it. No loud music in bars. That is what I would like to see the EMA release on our website or in a media briefing. I would be glad to bring it to you. You know why? Because Christmas coming and everybody wants a party and the bar is making noise while the neighbor roof want to fall out with the bass hitting it. How many of you are facing this in your area? How many of you are facing it and are afraid to talk out because the barman connected to some bad boy, and the barman connected to a drug man, and the barman connected to a hitman, and the barman connected to an officer? How many of you go through this and are afraid to talk? Well, you know what? I am talking about it. You know why? Because it's affecting citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Tell you, this is real talk you're getting, you know. If you're living in an area where a bar is playing loud music and the glass on your kitchen table cannot stay on the table, and you are making noise and you can't sleep in the night, which means something wrong with you. You're afraid because the barman connected. Don't study the barman. 339-1670. Yeah, that's me. 238-6716. That's my office number. We open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call, leave your complaint. Call, set up an appointment, come and see me, and we will deal with it. Because Trinidad and Tobago is getting wayward, and nobody seems to care anything. As my good friend, Baba Steve would say, well, I know him as Fighting Steve, you know. That's how I know him. He said one day, he said, Saeed, we, the spiritual leader of Trinidad and Tobago, have to take back our land because we live in here and we cannot allow gangsters and people who don't care nothing to rule the land. He said, we, the spiritual leaders, we, the heads, have to take it back. And I agreed with him. Hence the reason why he have decided to join Real Talk Intelligence Unit, because we want to fix Trinidad and Tobago by the hook or by the crook. Caller, good night. Hello? Hello?
Good night, Mr. Ali. Can I talk to you off there as soon as possible? Good night, Mr. Ali.
Good night. Thank you, my dear. I'm going to tell you something. I will stand up here now. I will stand up here now. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night. I have called earlier in connection with the coroner efforts. We experienced a situation today where my father is 87 and we have to wait 3 hours. I was telling one of the commissioner, I don't know, somebody in charge, they need to bring a law to have 80 years and over get through faster. Also, the loud music, could you try to ban it from residential areas or even a certain cut-off time, because we have that problem in my area where this houses be playing music whole night and disturbing the residents. So, thank you.
Call me 339-1670 and come in, let's sit down and talk. Thank you, my dear.
339-1670.
1670.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
You see, we need to fix Trinidad. We need people who would stand up. We need people who would come inside. So and so is the problem. I went to the officers. No response. No response. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yes, sir. Union Road, Martinique's Bar. Real trouble there. Every Saturday and Sunday. And the man who controls the bar is a police officer. Up till yesterday, which was local government election, that bar open whole day. If you see people by that bar. But because it's a man, it's a police officer, nobody couldn't do him anything.
Okay. Thank you, my friend. You see, viewers? You see? Because somebody connected, is an officer running the bar, according to the caller, an officer running the bar, and he doing what he wants. But you know what's going to happen? Here what's going to happen, eh? Since he's an officer that running the bar, You know it have other officers will go right there and drink their liquor and do nothing. And do absolutely nothing. They show no care or no remorse for the neighbors. And as they light them up on TV, oh, if you call my name, I go send somebody to kill you. And oh God, I go send somebody to deal with, send them for Saieed Ali. I would love to meet that person. I would love to meet the killer. I would love to meet the bandit. I would love to meet the henchman. Because let me tell you something. When you're walking towards me and you hear something, do you so? Go back by the man who sent you, you know. Go back by the man who sent you, you know. You know why? Because when you hear you do so, you might be walking just so. Ask Baba Steve, he will tell you. Let me tell you something. I didn't launch no program on TV to come and skin and grin with people, you know. I launched a program on TV to fix Trinidad and Tobago. Thus far, I've been getting my bills passed. Thus far, I've been doing good. I've been doing great. Call a good night.
And a very good evening to you, Mr. Saeed.
Same to you, my friend.
If that is true, I am listening to your program. I am doing your program. And if that is true, what the caller said, people like him, the owner of the bar, his license should revoke immediately.
Saectually.
Never to get a license again. But I want to draw your attention to something. I was looking at the interview last night with Kamal Georges, Dr. Nayan Gaspi-Dolly, and Ms. Haynes, the PRO of the UNC. While Ms. Haynes was carrying on a conversation, very pleasant, with a smile on her face in between, I observed, and this is not to bash anybody here, but I'm just telling you the fact. Miss Dolly, Dr. Dolly, she was enraged, angry, venomous, getting ready to explode any minute.
That's with the interview last night.
Yes.
Yes,
and I find that was so unbecoming. All the best and have a great evening.
Thank you, my friend. I was looking at it. I don't understand what you are saying. It's sad to know that this is how it is. It's sad. You see, that is why when I come here and I start to talk about this minister and that minister and this people and that people, as if you're sitting in power and the people can't depend on you. Who do we depend on? Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, sir.
Mr. Ali, I paid for a certified copy on the 5th of last month. Will you be sense that I went back today again and you cannot get a certified copy as it in county? And when they no open county, in 10 minutes time you used to get a certified copy. I don't know what taking place. You see when the conman, you have to face the conman again. If I give the conman $300 again today.
Wow.
Well, I'm waiting a week again to see if I will get it. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. You see, these are the things that need to stop. These are the things that need to stop. That is why when the officers and the touts and them get held the other day for the fraud in the state, I didn't feel sorry for them. I didn't feel sorry for them. You see, somebody have to stand up together with the law of the land to make sure that people respect it. Somebody needs to stand up. And if I have to be the only one to stand up with a big mouth and slim me like Popeye, well, I will do it. Hence the reason why we became the #1 current affairs program. But there are other shows, but nevertheless, how many shows got bills passed? How many shows that the host could actually say, we get that done? I got something for Trinidad and Tobago to cherish. But you know what we need? We need the officers now to enforce the law. That's what we need. We need TTPS to enforce the law. Let me tell you something. You can't play setting up side with a firearm, you know. You can't play setting up side with guns and cocaine and marijuana and human trafficking and all this kind of thing, you know. Because I'm not involved in them thing, you know. You know what I'm involved in? I'm involved in real estate. I'm involved in debt collection. I'm involved in doing spiritual work. That's my thing. So when you are pushing for laws and are pushing for legislation to fix Trinidad and Tobago, it's because I'm giving the magistrate power, I'm giving the police power to fix it. Yeah? And I'm mood tonight, you know. You know why? He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Almighty will always be shadowed, will always be covered. Yeah? And I'm sure them Christians know that verse by heart. As a Muslim, and I know it. So I'm looking for a researcher. Anybody willing to work with the #1 current affairs program? Yeah? I tell you, I'm feeling fiery tonight, you know. We have about 5-6 minutes left. So what do you all think about the gas shortage that may occur in Trinidad and Tobago? After I talk about everything, I will end off my show tonight talking about this particular thing. Keep in mind that if UNIPET do not come to an agreement, or if Paria Fueling does not receive payments, what would happen? What would happen? A couple of weeks back, UNIPET had to shut down one day. One day to save. So if they don't have that amount, what would happen? Would they sell the company to UNIPET so that UNIPET can continue supplying the nation with fuel? Think about that. Think about when you get up in the morning and you're organizing to go to work and you stand up by the road waiting for a taxi. No taxi. Huh? On my show and I'm talking about it, but tomorrow is a reality. Tomorrow is a reality. And there could be problems that facing us, and if it doesn't fix by tomorrow, or if they don't come up with an agreement in 2 days' time, or a solution to that problem in 2 days, what will happen? Think about that. While you're sitting down sipping your tea, or you're eating your dinner, think about that. And those of you who like to eat bread, if we are going to diesel, how the bread truck running? How would you get? We're talking about bread? Think about the gas truck who's selling the 20-pound cylinder gas. If your gas run out in your house and they don't have diesel in their trucks, how would they come to supply you now with your cooking gas? Eh? Think about that. Think about that. So who have 2 and 3 tanks will get away. What about the person who have 1 tank in their house? Think about that. I feel it's a joke. I tell you something I'm bringing to all you know. Something I'm spreading on the table for all you know. Think about it. Groceries will have to close down. The small parlor will have to close down because they're not getting the supply. Yeah? The doctors and the nurse would not be able to go to work because they cannot buy fuel for their car because they're not getting. All you didn't think about it like that? Ooh. I'm smiling here. But tomorrow I may not be on TV. You know why? Because I ain't getting no diesel. The director may not come to work because when he pull up by the gas station to full he car now, is about 200 vehicles in front here. And when he reach up to the pump, no diesel, no gas. Where's that? Think about it. Think about it. then all I would want to know, why Real Talk? Real Talk bringing the issue to all you. We're bringing it on a nightly basis to all you. So what we talk about tonight, you're going to see tomorrow. So we are facing a crisis. Well, hopefully, it will be resolved by tomorrow. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight. Our rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Remember, keep liking and sharing our page. YouTube video, keep liking and sharing it. Subscribe to YouTube. I am looking for graphic guys. I'm looking for editor. I'm looking for researcher. I'm looking for director. 3391670. STVREALTALK is at gmail.com is my email. Send me an email, a resume, and we will get in contact with you. Viewers, be safe. Until we meet again, good night.